If you like the video, please consider supporting James Corp on Patreon. Right, we're back. Hey, ladies and gents of the board, how are we all doing? So what did we establish for the sword thing?
For the breastplate.
Alright, you got it there.
I don't know why I spelled it like that. We agreed that it was worn by the head of the Golden Dawn, head of the order. I can't spell sir, apparently. It weighs 0.
Jay, well, there's no clumsy tag on it.
Okay.
Yeah. It weighs 0. It starts to glow when undead are near. It can cast a spell once per day, which will release a radiant explosion, a Golden Dawn explosion, which will destroy all undead wherever the light touches, and the light itself is also uncomfortable to the undead from the glowing of the breastplate.
Yeah, which I believe we said was I would gain a +1 forward when defending, when doing defy danger.
Yes, defy danger, not defending.
Yeah.
Probably defending as well. Actually, both. Yeah, any sort of like defensive.
But defend is defy danger. No, they are separate things.
Yes, they are separate things.
+1 to defy danger.
Gain +1 forward to defy danger and defend.
Danger and defend.
Versus undead.
Yep. And Melliandre would have probably mentioned. Are you saying that this is being said now or had been established previously?
What do you mean?
Would Melliandre have only just recently discovered this, and has been waiting to tell Sir Tristram the good news, or would this be I discovered this during the time that Melliandre was really into the book?
Yes.
Okay, Melliandre is deep into the book, so you would know that. So the breastplate is part of a piece of armor called the Armor of Dawn.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
right.
That's all.
Okay.
So, yes. Now that that's sorted, let us. So, here's a question before we dive deep into the dells.
Mm-hmm.
What are we looking for in terms of what does your former mistress want us to find? And why are the court sunlights here?
Lady Dara want here?
Yes.
But she didn't want us here. She wanted us to go to the temple, didn't she?
Also fair.
But I could pray for guidance and see what my deity would like. If my deity is feeling like we should go this way, or we just suddenly they're like, no, leave this place.
So, you're going to the tunnels to find your god?
Well, you see, sorry, I hit my mic with my glasses. You see, Sir Tristram, and I look around to see if there are any court sunrise people in this tavern. Are there?
No.
Okay. So I still keep my voice hushed and, pull up a chair for Moku and offer him a seat.
Moku tries to sit, but essentially, like, it's when someone needs 2 chairs to sit, so they're kind of sitting half the body sitting on the chair and the other's just like the leg is
one chair for each buttock.
Yes. Like, so Moku is essentially sitting in one chair, half of it in, and the other just kind of like standing.
Melliandre leans a bit closer with the goblet of wine that she's drinking. Goes, so Sir Tristram used to be part of the Court Sunrise, the massive group of arsehole humans that are around. You may have noticed them, the ones with the fancy armor.
You mean the ones that go to sleep real quick?
Maybe. They're bad. They are really bad, and Sir Tristram kind of left them in a bad. Well, he left them in with a lot of bad blood between him and them. Like if they find out that he's here, they will kill him bad.
Okay.
So if they're here for a reason, it would benefit us being the good guys. At least we should be the good guys. To maybe make sure the bad guys really don't get what it is they're looking for.
Fair. Though, now, just so you know, like, if we find your god, I'm going to try to see if it's okay with me tasting it, because I've never tasted a god.
I don't think we'll find Isla in a tomb. I'd be very surprised.
I think that's the wrong direction. She is kind of important to the whole sun, so if anything, we would have to be going up, not down.
Oh, the sun is hidden, so it can rise again.
Yeah, that's good enough. Melliandre downs the goblet of wine.
Okay.
Oh, Ianite courage.
So,
What does your god say?
You want me to pray for guidance? Yeah.
sure.
Okay. I will pray for guidance. So, I don't think I'd do anything special. I just do this. So, the symbol of your deity appears before you and gestures towards direction or course of action your deity would have you take, and then disappears. It's for gesture only, and communication is severely limited.
It's a spell, isn't it?
Yeah.
You need to cast.
It's a rote.
Yeah, you need to cast the spell.
Do I still need to do
Spell casting, yes.
spellcasting for a rote?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe so. That's how I've always played it. I could be wrong.
I don't remember from last time. It might be. Guidance. Page 96. Every time you commune, you gain access to the door. Without, yeah, I think I do have to do it. I'll commune.
Right, no, that's not what you're doing.
No.
Commune is how you recover your spells.
Oh no, sorry. Cast a spell, not commune.
Mm-hmm.
Cast a spell. There we go. 9.
Right. So the spell is cast, but choose one. You draw unwelcome attention, or put yourself in a spot. The DM tells you how. Your casting distracts you from your deity. Take -1 on going to cast a spell till the next time you commune. Or after you cast it, the spell is revoked by your deity. You cannot cast the spell again until you commune and have something granted. Why is that?
Granted to you.
Yeah.
I will draw unwelcome attention.
Oh dear.
Is it supposed to be shiny like that?
Probably too shiny.
Yeah, so basically,
We
yeah.
should have
because-
gone to the bedrooms.
So the crypt keeper inn is not that well lit. It's kind of it's kind of dark. There's not much there's not much in the way of, well, there's light, but it's not
Candlelight and
yeah, it's only candlelight, and it is underground as well. And suddenly, like, the room lights up with a brilliant glow as what appear? What sort of thing appears, Jay? Well, how does it look when your god like comes to commune with you?
I'm trying to remember what I said before. I think I may have said that she like the kind of pendant just pulls towards the direction.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's how you did it. Yeah. So the pendant sort of like glows and it lights up the like, it glows so brightly that the corner of the room that you're in sort of like glows, brighter than like torch or candlelight it is. You notice like someone like sitting in one of the corners like glances over, looks at you, stands up and sort of leaves the bar quite quickly.
I take it that's not a good sign.
No, that's not.
But
Here we could have had a shooting.
I mean, I probably wouldn't have noticed that.
But Tristan, you do feel the pull. It's pulling you down.
Okay. Yeah, so I say, Isla says down. We go down.
Well, it's not the first time I've gone down on anything, so
Okay.
let us. What? I lived in the top suburbs of my city. I regularly had to go down.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Someone click that.
Okay, I'm gonna go pay my tab to the crypt keeper, and then
Yes.
I'll go follow you guys.
Yes. I tell Sir Tristram that I saw the person dart off.
What do they look like?
They had brownish hair, brown eyes.
Well, you
incredibly
couldn't really
pale.
see the eyes because it was dark.
Oh, so they had like brown hair. I could just make it out with the because they had a hood on. Very strong chin. Very nimble. Plain clothing, maybe a bit too clean for this place. I've got a very bad feeling that the court sunrise now knows you're here.
Then we should probably head down quickly.
Yes. And I take the bottle of wine with.
Okay. All right. So
I'll go quick.
So you start. I assume you're leaving, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you start. I mean, you have to head quite. You're probably in the lower. No. How high up is the crypt keeper? It's not going to be at the top, but it's not going to be at the bottom neither.
I would think kind of like it's where the ground is kind of a little slopey, like it leads into where the entrance of the tunnel is, that we have to go down, so everything's kind of askew downwards. But it's kind of like when you're on a hill. Going down.
So basically the city's like multiple levels, like stacked atop upon each other, with like walkways running over the top. So you can it's sort of like I can't really.
It's like an upside down tiered cake.
Yeah, sort of.
If I may make an idea of how deep the city goes.
Well, no one knows how deep the city goes.
Well, the part that is regularly inhabited beyond the whatever limit there is before it's like you don't go this much further, otherwise you're just going to be around undead.
Okay.
Like I could see it like being 5 layers.
Oh,
top layer is like trading and commerce and the top level basically. Second level's like the expat region, people who've come to live here. Third part is the wealthy district, like the really wealthy people that want to keep a grip on the city, both top and bottom. fourth section is the slums, which is where I sort of see the crypt keeper being.
Right. Okay.
And then the fifth level is like mostly city guard and military stuff with like entrances dotted throughout to the massive cavernous network where the crypts are to the rest of whatever lies beneath the city.
Okay. All right. We'll go with that then. I thought it was going to be more than 5 levels, but okay.
They're big levels.
I mean,
it's
yeah,
like,
they'll be big levels.
like
Alright.
each,
There could be multiple floors each.
yeah, it's like 10 floors a level.
Okay.
So you're probably looking at like Gherkin. If someone did that to the Gherkin,
Okay.
the entrance to the Gherkin would be the deepest point.
Okay. All right. So you start descending. You maybe it was 6 levels, but they recently lost the 6th level as well because of an incursion from the undead.
Yeah.
So you head down. Yeah. So it's heavily like patrolled by city guard and the city guard and there's like walls like the you know I know it's like underground, but there are like walls that have been erected like to sort of stem anything coming into the lower levels. The tier down below that they just recently lost was basically where the homeless lived. There was like they had no you know, it's where the desolate would go. Is my camera flickering for anyone else?
Nope.
Not that I noticed.
Okay. So
They were really at the lowest of the low.
and yeah. Obviously, when the incursion happened, like a lot fled up the tunnel and walked up the levels, and they're now like they're probably on the slums sort of level where you was.
Like I could see it being a packed, almost like the market scene from Soylent Green,
Yeah, sure.
Where
Never seen it,
where
but
there's barely any space and you're kind of squished together.
but yeah. So basically, you know, the way the way the roads pathway system is set up, it sort of leads towards the entrance, or the entrance into the lower levels. You can see like there's like people like military people like training troops and stuff like that, and they look like they're getting geared up to head down below and take the lower level, but you know they're not there yet. And when you approach the gate, you are stopped by 2 guards. No, more than 2 guards. There's like a handful of guards that are like, some are like looking over the wall into the sort of like the entrance downwards. You know, and you know it's sort of a bit like, you know,
It's like-
the wall from Game of Thrones, where you know they would, you know, stand and watch to make sure nothing's coming through, and it's kind of well lit from, you know, the sort of like the area between the hole or the way down and the wall itself. It's kind of well lit, so they can actually like watch what's going on, and you can see like 4 guards like walking around with like some flask of oil or something and topping up the oil chalices or whatever you want to call them, that are like spread out across the floor of the area beyond the wall to keep it well lit. And it's not, you know, and like I said, it's a group of them, so that they're not left with their fucking pants down as they're trying to fill up the oil. You got a pass there, son.
Pull out the passes. Show them to the guards.
Takes it off you, stamps it, hands it back. Right, you got 24 hours. If you don't come back in 24 hours, we will consider you dead.
What happens if we do come back after the 24 hours have expired, out of curiosity?
I haven't thought about that.
It seems like a very broken system, but
You'll be considered dead.
Well, here's an idea.
Yeah, there we go.
Out
Robert did it. Yep, we kill you on the spot considering you're undead.
Well, can we at least give us a chance and to check to see if we're undead?
What's the undead test?
I would think it'd just be
they laugh.
ask, are you such and such? Or just,
Nah.
can you speak? Because
We-
otherwise the
if
undead
we-
are just,
If we give the undead a chance, they'll kill us. So no, I'm afraid.
Well, I would think, like, you got archers and stuff. You got a wide distance. The
Still-
undead can't shoot from a distance. They get from a distance. You just can go, "Hello, are you alive?"
What if we
And if
shout
they-
a safe word?
Yes, safe word. How
Okay.
about that?
What's the safe word? Safe word is going to be don't shoot.
Okay, that's
Sounds good.
It's usually pineapple, but I'll go with don't shoot.
I was thinking porcupine, but okay.
Don't shoot with pineapple. Shoot with porcupine instead.
Don't know what a pineapple is. What's a pineapple? What are you talking about?
Oh, it's a very nice fruit. Let me see. And goes through. Moku goes through his food and pulls out kind of like a little bag of dried pineapples.
Pulls
that-
out a grape.
These ones are skin. Here, try some. Free of charge. And if you like it, I'll sell you some more.
Give us a parlay roll, please.
Okay.
I'm going to give you +1 forward.
Okay, I forget. Is that charisma roll?
No, if you
Or
look
just
on your
parlay?
catch sheet, there should be a part. There
Should
isn't,
parlay
is
under
there?
moves,
Yeah,
which is
is it?
charisma, yeah.
Oh dear.
You get XP.
Okay, mark XP.
I forget where you mark it.
Up
At
top.
the top.
Next to your level.
Okay.
So,
So they sniff it. Doesn't smell very good, and one of them puts it in his mouth and spits it in the bag and goes, "What the hell are you doing? You're trying to poison us, you."
No. Not
Think-
everyone likes it, but that's why I gave it for free. I'm not going to charge you for something you might not like.
You should try it on pizza.
Ooh, I've never tried that.
I have
What
been
is
trying
this
for the
pizza?
last. I've been trying for it's an elven dish. I have been trying for the last 10 minutes ever since we first mentioned pineapple to make that joke, you bastard.
Why does people not like pineapple? I like pineapple on pizza, but hey,
It's a thing.
It's because most people don't do the pineapple right. They just open a can and put it on top of it instead of actually doing it fresh.
still I like pineapple on pizza. I'll fight anyone who says otherwise. If they're like, "Oh, you don't put fruit on pizza," fuck off. You put tomato on it, and technically that's a fucking fruit.
And olives.
Oh, I'm not a great lover of olives, but okay.
But olives are fruit.
Well, let's see. Maybe I got some olives in here.
No, they're like,
Let's just
they're
go
like,
inside.
they're like,
Let's
no,
just
no,
go
we don't
inside.
want anything from you.
Okay.
What's
Have
your
a good
name?
day.
What's your name?
I am Moku,
They write your name
the
down.
hungry chef.
Hey, write
Oh.
your ticket.
poisoning the
Okay.
guard.
I don't think they're entirely. You know what, Moku? Let's just focus on finding those spices, shall we?
Oh yes, some secret spices. Let's go find secret spices.
Right. They eventually let you through, and you start descending into the bowels, the whatever
Barrels,
it's
the
called.
barrels break.
Yep. So it doesn't change much. So going from one level, so going down into this next section, a lot of the architect remains roughly the same. Because it was once part of the actual main city. Yes.
Would Moku find any interesting plants or stuff as we're going downwards, like mushrooms or anything?
Not yet, but you might see some moss and shit.
Probably Moku would probably at least scrape a little bit of the moss just to see if it tastes good, but continue forward.
No, it doesn't. It tastes mostly of like
Roll last breath.
yeah. Roll off, but no. It tastes mostly of like mold, I guess.
That would make a horrible spice.
So yeah, you descend into the depths. There's obviously there are bodies lying around.
Recently,
Within the past, yes, at least probably, recently within the last week.
and they're not undead.
Not yet, anyway.
Takes about a month for an undead curse to start taking effect.
But your chest plate is starting to glow a little as well.
Nice. Does it? Yeah, so I noticed it starts glowing. I imagine everyone noticed because it's probably quite dark here.
Mm-hmm.
And I just keep walking. Does it get brighter?
Yes.
Okay.
Melliandre is sticking very close.
I
Is
think
that
I feel like we should have bought some torches.
Oh, you didn't have a flint on you? All you do is, and Moku pulls out kind of like a piece of wood and a rock flint.
now?
Hang on,
I don't
Moko.
need torches.
Oh, okay.
You don't, but unless we agree that elves can see in the dark and black and white for a certain distance again.
Right, you
No, but I
haven't
mean-
got adventuring gear, so you haven't actually got anything to do with adventuring. So you got no flint and steel. You got nothing.
Okay.
I have adventuring gear though, but I also don't need to use it because I can make light.
Perhaps
I can make an
s-
object glow.
Okay. Well, you got one object is glowing on you.
Yeah, but I can make someone else glow.
Can you?
Yeah, remember I made the stone glow before.
Oh yeah. The
I gave it to the
kid.
kid,
Yeah, who then went
and then he
away.
ran
and
off, and then it stopped.
Double checking. Do bugbears in the system have dark vision or not?
it hasn't been established.
Yeah.
Like the elves haven't. We haven't established if the elves have night vision.
Well, that explains why Moku wouldn't have the adventuring supplies. They can see. They have dark vision.
I would say that elves do, but they prefer.
Do they
being
have
in
dark
light.
vision or night vision?
Dark,
Dark
vision.
Well, dark vision is for things that live under the ground.
Like in the darkness, you see things in shades of gray or black and white,
Yeah.
but you still are able to see it.
Well, it's dependent. So night vision allows you to see as long as some form of light source. even a bare minimum light source. So if you're outside under starlight, you can generally see. But if you're in a cavern and you're not a creature, if you're not creatures that like are from underground, you probably don't have dark vision.
It no, it depends. It's normally creatures that have lived in dim lighting for a very long time. That's generally the accepted explanation. That gives them dark vision.
Right, but the difference between dark vision and night vision are quite drastic.
Yes, but what I'm saying is that elves would have dark vision.
Why would they have dark vision?
Because they, this stems from a, if we, is this, you allow me to explain why in terms of the context?
Sure.
So there was a time, in the, after the collapse of the first civilizations, there was a period known as the Great, has a special elvish term known as Mahara, which translates to the Great Loss. And this was when all the harmony that had existed during the first civilizations collapsed and it became every creature for itself.
Okay.
And elves were targeted for their longevity and their knowledge, and it was seen as twisted. You know, people wouldn't trust elves. Elves are the problem. They were seen as the cause for the collapse of the first civilizations, even though the real reason was lost. And so they hid underground for a very long time in darkness, in very large forests, in caves, what have you. And this caused the species to develop dark vision as a result.
Okay.
Would you like me to do the same for why
Sure.
bugbears? Mine's not as good. It's just they're used to being in the shadows, trying to be hidden to hide themselves. So they like just adaptations through over the generations. They're able to see in the dark well because that helps them move around in the shadows easier to be hidden from people.
Okay. All right. Okay, so elves and bugbears have dark vision. So, Mr. Ooman, what are you doing? Because
Mr. Ooman, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't see. So I will hold out my sword in front of me. I will wave it around a tiny bit.
Yep.
And try to make it glow with one of my ropes.
All right, give us a roll, please.
Yeah. Cast a spell. Where'd you go? There you are.
Okay,
Yep.
You successfully cast light on your sword. And it glows. Torchlight, I believe, isn't it?
Glows with divine light, about as bright as a torch, yes.
You
So
have
the
complete
undead probably
control
don't like the light either.
of the colour as well. Colour of the flame.
It's bright white.
Okay. All right. So yes, there's a light source. Two light sources. There's the dim glow of the. I mean, the breastplate. I wouldn't say it's like lighting enough to like light the way. If that makes any sense, it's like a dull glow rather than like a bright glow. But
like
I
the
think
sword can light the way, but not the.
Yeah.
So the armor's more like glow in the dark, kind of like it's light enough that you can see it, but not bright enough to actually.
Yeah. I mean, it probably gets brighter as the more undead appear, but eventually, I reckon it could like glow like
Torch.
maybe a bit more, maybe even up to like sunlight, but who knows?
When I am covered in undead corpses.
Yes, but they're dead. So once you kill when you kill that last undead
How
person,
do you kill that which is already dead?
well, you re-kill it.
With
You
with
destroy.
iron and blood.
You destroy the spell that's holding it.
Burn it.
But anyway,
You make it dead. Not
But yeah.
almost dead, or very dead, but dead.
so
Dead
yeah,
with
there's
no redemption.
so yeah, so you can see like an entire like city before you under here, much like beforehand from above. But you can see like houses and stuff, and there's like a main freeway that runs through the the entirety of the city's divided it into, and well, you can't actually see it that far, but yeah, you're like, it's like you're standing like on a balcony type thing with a staircase that runs down the side of the wall into the slums, and you can, like I said, you can see bodies, like some bodies on the stairs that look like dead to you.
Melliandre just casually kicks the bodies off the stairs.
Okay, they tumble down for some very long steps.
They're making loud noises as they go down,
Yes,
alerting everything.
yes.
Well,
Now,
that
Melliandre-
wasn't nice.
Better safe than sorry, she says, as after kicking like the fifth body off, the first one finally hits the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And she just goes, I did not think that far.
Okay. Lug would probably get out his axe and just at least the next one of the bodies chop off the head, and then maybe roll one.
What, down the stairs?
Yeah, like just so that way,
Okay.
kind of like,
Clank, 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 clank,
if there's
clank.
anything,
So yeah, so
Maybe-
yeah, so you can hear like,
The moans of the undead.
well, no, they don't really moan. They've got, you can hear movement, like sort of off in the, like the ambient noise starts, like you can hear like steps, things moving towards the stairs where you are.
Well, it's gonna
Exactly,
be
full
more
of
fun
tick.
now is this an elven culture, like where you roll the dead over?
It was actually just in case one of them leapt up and attacked.
Oh, that's smarter.
Your breastplate is bright, glowing light brighter, by the way, Tristan.
I don't think I thought that action entirely through.
So, gonna keep going. Much
Maybe-
faster pace.
Yes. Sorry.
So you're going to descend the stairs, yes?
Yep.
Okay. Right. When you get... Is everyone else following or what?
Yes.
Yep.
When you get to the bottom of the stairs, you see about like 30 like zombies, skeletons, you name it, just sort of round the corner and sort of like running, if they can run, towards the stairs. What do you want to do?
Like shambling towards us.
Shambling, yep. Quickly shambling.
Okay. Is there an immediate direction that looks like it would be good to go down?
Give us a
Do you want me to
discernities roll, please.
Yeah.
11.
Thank you,
Sorry.
XP today.
Well, not yet. Right. Ask the GM 3 questions from the list below.
And take +1 forward when acting. Okay.
Yep.
What here is useful or valuable to me?
There appears to be a side alley that just about 10 yards from where you're standing.
Okay. What here is not what it appears to be?
How much encounter have you had with the undead, Tristan? I'm just going to ask you that sort of question.
I have encountered them, obviously, in the was it where we were before? I can't even remember what it's called now. Where
You're
session 1 was.
you took
Yeah,
Dawnguard.
Dawnguard. I have probably encountered them a handful of times prior to that.
Okay.
But most of my knowledge is from like training and the holy scriptures.
There seems to be some sort of form of organisation here.
Question number 3. Who's really in control here?
You think your deity wants you to descend deeper. Well, does want them to descend. You think there may be something afoot here. Something that is controlling the dead.
Okay. Yes, Moku?
I would Moku with the head would, like, before we run off in another direction, bowl it at kind of like the feet, and hopefully like it trips over one of the zombies, so then you got one falling over the other and tripping it to at least delay them.
Okay, give us a volley roll, please.
I was going to say that kind of funny.
Yeah.
Bowling.
Yeah.
Mark
Ooh.
XP, please. Okay.
You got the dreaded 7-10 split.
So I assume that Melliandre and Tristan head down this alleyway, yes?
With
Yeah, so I
Moku, yes.
get a +1 forward when acting on the answers.
Yes.
So does the alleyway lead down or just to the side?
It leads to the side.
So it's
Around.
not like Isla was telling me to go down.
No, but it will avoid the mass horde of undead that's running. Well,
We'll
descended
go
upon
into
your
the alleyway.
location.
Well,
Okay.
I will. Yeah, Moku.
Okay.
I just wanted to add a little flavor since it missed. Like, instead of it going at
No,
anyone,
I'm
it
telling
just
you.
keeps going, bouncing in between their feet, and they're not doing anything. It's just bouncing
Nope.
between their feet.
No, that's not what happens. So
Okay.
you see Melliandre and Tristan like run down this alleyway. You go to try and bowl this head at it. You literally just drop it to the floor and start heading towards the alleyway, and you sort of like fall and stumble on the head. So you just like sort of fall flat on your face, and you take. Just going to be nice here. You take 3 points of damage as you sort of injure yourself on the fall.
Gonna be nice.
Is it much like kind of like banana split in that, like, I just roll out?
No, you just
fall flat?
you stumble over it and just fall flat on your face, like ugh. You just fall over the head. You literally trip on the head and fall over it.
Is this
Onto your
damage
base-
negated by armor?
No.
I don't think stupidity can be protected by armor.
Depends on your armor.
My armor is not high enough.
So what are you doing? So this group of undead is basically descending upon your location very quickly. What do you want to do, Moku?
Moku would probably just try to, like, they're on the ground anyway, so try to roll the opposite way towards the party then.
Give us Defy Danger based on Dex, please.
Just barrel rolls towards us.
Okay, so I'm just rolling defend or dex.
Defy Danger.
Okay.
It's
Come
using
on.
Dex.
Is it-
Does it need to be changed, or does it ask you to change it?
No, it's doing an ass, so I'm gonna just try to hit it again.
What's it asking?
Because
Oh,
It
it
just
doesn't
said-
ask then. It'll ask you which.
yeah, and I just
first
changed it to dex. You want me to
Yeah.
change it?
Yep, that's what it needs to be. It's rolled on Dex.
Yeah, 30 stacks.
Yeah.
7.
Okay, you managed to catch with the party, but you unfortunately draw about 5 or 6 of them in, like, to follow you down the alleyway. What do you want to do, guys?
Wait, was that a worse outcome, hard bargain, or a good choice?
Worst outcome.
Okay.
So he successfully caught up with you, but
of the
and did what?
35 have broken off to
What?
join. So there were 30 coming, and 5 have followed us into the.
Yep.
And the other 25 have just carried on?
Yep.
Okay.
I will keep heading in the direction, like wherever this alleyway is leading.
Okay.
Is there anything of note?
Melliandre, what are you doing?
I will also be frantically looking for like a doorway or way to get out of this alleyway.
Okay. Tristan, what sort of thing are you looking for?
So, I know that Isla wants us to descend, and I feel like, well, this is some weird activity. I mean, it's weird anyway with the undead are here, but something appears to be controlling them in some way. Is there... Can I... Like, is there anything in the surroundings I notice, in the alleyway at least?
No, but if you get far enough away, you know that it's a relatively good bottleneck.
We'll keep going.
Okay.
I'll just keep going through.
I mean, there are some doorways that lead into buildings, into the backs of buildings. But I mean, how far down did you want to go? Some of them are not like some of
Do any of the buildings look special in some way, like not just abandoned?
What do you mean?
Do any look like they're in use, or as if they're for a special purpose?
None of them here look like they are in use right now. They may have been in use, but right now they're not.
Okay. Moku?
Yes, Mike?
Is there any house that's very thin where like there's only we could only go through the door one at a time?
What are you looking
like
for?
Like it's in like a very thin house, like with a thin door, where like kind of like to go through it. If the zombies follow us, they're kind of funneled in.
Well, the alleyway itself is a bottleneck.
Okay.
That's what you're asking, weren't you? That's what you're wanting to find. Could you bottleneck them? Yeah, if
I was thinking kind of like, hey, at least we're in a situation where they can't all gang up on us.
I mean, the doorways, there are like the doorways themselves are going to be a bottleneck as well.
That's what I would be looking for. It's just so that way, kind of like we can get in, we would have room, and then when the zombies come in, we could probably take
you
them,
might struggle
like,
with a really
versus the one trying to get in.
Unfortunately, you might struggle with a thin door.
And I'm okay with that. The crew would survive. I'm willing to die for that.
You've noticed for like 5 minutes you're being attacked by like skeletons and zombies, and you're like, yeah, I'll die for these people.
You're not Hodel.
So what do you want to do, guys? Are you just going to follow the hallway, the alleyway to its end, or what?
Moku would be looking for a place where we could have the advantage, where like essentially like 3 of us outside of a bottleneck where it would open up into.
Well,
So
you
say, for
could. I
example,
mean, the alley,
like there's
the alleyway itself, you can only fit 2 people down
okay.
abreast.
Maybe
So I
we
would
should-
think kind of like some house or something that looks like like there's a cracked door or a door that's not well maintained that we could go through. Maybe along
Nothing.
the alley.
Nothing down here is well maintained. This was the slums.
Okay.
Not the slums.
So
This was worse than the slums. This was the poor of the poor. They probably didn't have any doors attached to the
This
doors.
was a township. This was a squatter camp. This was.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you can
So-
find that.
Okay. And go through one of those doors, Mocha would, and then
But-
just kind of like
But Moku, just understand that they're ahead of you, Melliandre and Sir Tristram, without you communicating with them.
oh, I
They're
thought
not-
we were all together. My bad.
You are, but they're in front of you. They're not paying attention to you behind. I don't believe so. They're just running.
Here's you. Here's Tristan and me.
Yep, fair.
And then
Moku would
my
probably
pinky
just
can
go
Sunday.
to the first door, like, or just go in and go in here.
I'll like spin around and be like, what?
We'll get the upper
Maria,
hand on these. We'll get in here. They'll start walking forward past the door, and we can jump on them.
Won't my light give it away?
Yes,
Okay.
that is true. That's why we'd go inside a place where they can't see the light.
Okay, the
Or we
undead
just
are
carry
like
There's
headed.
no door.
Or we just
Okay.
carry on running until we find a place and then skip in quickly.
Okay, that works
I mean,
too.
they're not moving fast, are they?
Well, no, but they're not moving fucking slowly neither.
Maybe
I
I'm
mean,
just gonna...
they can see Moku run to the doorway, and then they'll easily see you run back to the doorway and run through the doorway.
I'll keep an
How
eye out
intelligent
for us.
are they?
Well, like I said, they seem to be acting considerably
Yeah.
more intelligent than you're used to.
Melliandre is also looking for a big enough door for all of us. Is there one in front of her? She's looking forward. Is there one where all 3 of us can pile in? Or like, even like a anything, anywhere we could hide?
Sure. Hide's going to be hard.
Or at least,
Because whatever you do, if you go through that doorway, they're going to see the light go through that doorway.
Melliandre has a plan for that.
Okay? Okay, yes,
Do you
so
want-
yes, there
Do you
is
want
a
me
door.
to say the plan first, or do you want me to?
Well,
or do you
I don't know. Whatever. I mean, I'm not gonna question it. But if they see the light disappear into the door, then they go into that door. But also the big fucker behind you as well. Yeah, you don't have to put your hand up. This ain't fucking school.
Yeah, it is. Miss. Shall
We
we
need
take
to
a
go
break?
to break. Yeah, let's have a break. All right, ladies and gents, we'll be back in 10 minutes. So don't touch that dial.